Hello and welcome to The Forum, the show about going-ons at the Monroe County Community College. I'm your host, Will Johnson, the news editor of the Agora, which is the student paper at MCCC. For this episode of The Forum, we will be featuring Leon Letter, Dean of Business. Hi, Mr. Letter. It's
Hi.
great to have you on The Forum.
Hey, nice to be here.
Well, firstly, can you explain what your position is at the college?
So I'm one of the 5 academic deans at the college. So I basically oversee various academic programs for everything from our agricultural operations and ag business, our accounting, our business, all of our CIS, which includes all of our pure science, the game design, app development, cybersecurity, system admin, graphic design, and then I oversee our non-credit programs. So everything from our workforce development, which is basically contract training for specific employers, and to our lifelong learning, which is more of our general education, community ed programming.
Oh, wow, okay. So are there any new additions that are because you mentioned game design in there, and I don't know how long that's been there at Monroe County Community College.
So our game design program is a relatively new program. It is a spin-off on our programming. It's actually a hybrid between our software courses and our graphic design. So they take courses in both discipline. So they learn how to basically develop a storyline for a game. They learn the basic coding. They'll use the video and from the graphic design components to put it's not the big games you see online, but they learn to get a basic multiplayer sometimes game together. So it depends on what level they get to, but they usually work in teams to try to get, at the end of the project, a game that's playable.
Very cool, very cool. So what's the most rewarding part of your job?
My rewarding, I always tell students when I first do orientations, my happiest day is a graduation. As a faculty member, when I was taught full-time to administrator, I still enjoy watching students I see come in, walk across that stage when they're done. That's our goal. Our goal is to basically help you make it to wherever the next chapter in your life is. If it's get a degree, move on to the workforce, to get a degree, transfer on to a 4-year institution. That's where I know that we did what we were supposed to do. We got you to the point that you were going to advance to the next chapter. Seeing that success with students is what makes me know that what I did mattered to somebody. And so that's always my greatest fear, greatest sense of accomplishment is when I watch students successfully transfer or graduate and enter the workforce.
Wow, excellent. So now you're the Dean of Business. What are some current projects the business division is working on?
So the college itself is all in the process of part of our strategic plan is reviewing our academic programs. So all the deans are doing that. We're doing it in the business division, reviewing our courses to see, okay, are they alignment to what the current industry needs are, what the current 4-year transfers are. So we're working with our 4-year transfer partners to make sure that the students that want to transfer can do it seamlessly. For those occupational programs, we're making sure that the graduates we're getting matches up to the jobs that are out there. We are looking at potential new programming. So for the business division, we are working with the humanities social science division and working on something with social media. We are working at data analytics. We're looking at logistics and warehousing. We are looking at paralegal. So we're looking at see what's out there that we're not currently filling, and see what's possible for us to provide.
Wow, excellent, excellent. So how long have you been in your current position?
So I've been started here in July of 2021, so about a year and a half in this position at Monroe. Been in higher education for 23 years.
Oh, okay, I see. So beyond your professional life, I've heard you have a particular talent in a musical instrument. Can you tell us a little about that?
So I started playing musical instruments in 3rd grade. Started off on a guitar, acoustic guitar. I always loved playing music. So when I went to by the time I got to high school, I was in a pretty small high school. I graduated with a class of 56. Our high school band, basically, whenever they needed an instrument filled, band director usually would come to me and say, hey, would you be interested in learning how to play fill in the blank?
And you'd say yes.
And I would say yes. For example, I was approached right before our Christmas break and said, hey, we need someone to play baritone for our festival concert music. We don't have any baritones. Would you learn how to play baritone? School had an extra baritone, so I grabbed it, went home over Christmas break, learned how to play baritone. When I came back, I was playing baritone on 2 pieces of music. So music just came naturally. Currently, for my 40th birthday, my wife purchased me a cello. Never had the opportunity to play in an orchestra. Always wanted to play cello. She surprised me on my 40th birthday. At that time, we were living outside of Flint. She gave me a cello after work and said, well, by the way, we had to go someplace. She drove me for my first cello lesson, which happened to be with one of the cellists for the Flint's orchestra. So I started cramming cello in, so enjoyed it. When I moved to Southwest Michigan for my position prior to moving here, they had a community orchestra, so I played cello in the community orchestra there.
Wow, that's incredible. So is there anything else you'd like us to know about or any upcoming events with the business division?
So for the business division, we're doing open houses for all of our programs. We have a county one coming up here in a couple weeks. We have a business open house for our business programs in March, and then in April we'll finish off with our graphic design. We did our cybersecurity and our programming open houses already in the fall semester. So we're basically opening up our building and our faculty basically for anyone who's interested, current students who are undecided, high school students, members of the general public, who just want to see, hey, what is this program about, to meet the faculty, to see the facilities. This is the time to get those, what is this, questions answered.
Wow, fantastic. All right, that is all the time we have for today. It's been excellent to have you on, Leon, and we look forward to what else is coming with the business division. Thank you for joining us today. Tune in to see what happens on the next episode of the Forum.